When archaeologists were called out to a small town north of Tucson, they thought they were excavating for a few ancient pots and buildings. But what they discovered was a complete prehistoric village. Reporter Samantha Davis got a look at what the archaeologists found.
Most people don't think about what's under their feet, especially not while shopping. But these artifacts and more were found buried at the site of a future premium outlet mall.
Paleo West is a private consulting firm that was hired to do an archaeological excavation in the town of Marana. And the site that we dug was called the Ironwood Village.
Dr. Bostwick says that the Ironwood Village dates back to the 7th or 8th century, but despite the age, the artifacts were well preserved.
And it has a beautiful design that is probably a rattlesnake design. They would have been very familiar with rattlesnakes living in the desert. And in fact, when we were excavating at the Ironwood Village, we encountered several rattlesnakes.
But the most surprising element discovered at this prehistoric site was not related to ceramics at all.
The site was recorded initially, I think, more than 30 years ago, but it turned out to be so much more extensive than what they thought. They didn't identify the ball court until they were actually doing the excavations.
Archaeologists say a ball court like this one at the Pueblo Grande Museum in Phoenix are a sign that the village was fairly large. Nearly 100 households and 265 burials were recovered.
The Holcomb individuals that are recovered from burials are what we call repatriated to the various Atom tribes.
The other artifacts that aren't repatriated will go to the Arizona State Museum. More research will be conducted because it's still unknown why the Ironwood Village site was abandoned after centuries of use. In Phoenix, Samantha Davis, Cronkite News.
Heavy rainstorms in Arizona destroyed the ball court, so it could not be preserved by the developers. Also, archaeologists say that studying the new information and artifacts can provide clues as to the problems that the Hohokam faced while living in that area.